This is my favorite lyric because it describes the exact feeling of watching an empire collapse in real time, so let's break it down. Hi, I'm Andrew from Microcosms. We have one day until we release our debut album, Crying Laughing Here With You, and this is my favorite lyric on it from our song Great Country. The country's dream is a get-rich-quick scheme. Anybody who's not a millionaire knows that the cost of life is increasingly unaffordable, whether that's housing, food, education, whatever. It's all getting more expensive at a faster rate than we are getting paid. So what does that do to people? It makes you feel like going to work is not enough. Now you need to be a stock trader, you need to be gambling, you need to take extra risks to have the life that was promised to you. Sold by fraudsters, possessed by greed. So who is selling you this scheme? Well, just about everybody. Sports leagues and media went from treating gambling with like a wink to shoving it down your throat to the point of being unavoidable. Them and companies like Polymarket also pay tons of influencers to make sure they're on your social feeds. Polymarket just got caught using a fake website for their influencers to use to lie to people about how much money they made. And after just a couple of years of this, we're already seeing a rise in bankruptcies and gambling addictions. And we also can't ignore that white-collar financial crime basically goes unpunished, and that the biggest banks are the biggest perpetrators. HSBC and TD Bank pled guilty to money laundering for traffickers, paid small fines relative to the profits they made. Chase Bank literally bankrolled Epstein far after everyone knew what he was up to. And I don't even have time to get into the '08 crisis, but no one ever goes to jail for this stuff. So to them, it's just the cost of doing business. There's no incentive for them to change their behavior. But when the economic bubbles burst, people get hurt. You know who gets hurt? Millions of people that lose their jobs. Every 1% in the rise of unemployment leads to a 2 to 3% rise in suicide rates. 20% of all suicides are linked to being out of work. And what's the current financial bubble sucking up all the money? A magical word guessing machine that, if it works, is going to destroy tons of jobs. Great! Regulated by their buddies from The Last Dumb Thing. So aren't there supposed to be government watchdogs policing this stuff? In theory. But there's a revolving door of people between people that work in the government and people that lobby the government for policy or hold high-ranking positions in their industry. It's expecting powerful friends to police each other, which is just about the stupidest thing you can expect. The conflicts of interest are staggering. It's no wonder how we end up with a small amount of people that end up controlling money and the government, while they try to kill the culture made by you and me. But people are waking up to this shit. So what do they have to do? They have to try and crush any movement that threatens this. They have to gut the news media and investigative journalists that uncover this stuff. They need to distract you with political culture wars to make you think the real problem in your life is your neighbor or that trans kid over there. And when that fails, they need to try and co-opt any successful movement or platform into their money machine so they can undermine it from the inside. I think a clear example of that is Twitter, which was so helpful spreading grassroots awareness of things at first, and then a pathetic snowflake bought it. If you're in Chicago, I would love for you to come hear this lyric and all our others this Friday, July 17th at our album release show at Liars Club.